Okay, this is on the Jorgensen job, number 53410. Install. Jason will be doing it, and I think I'll be starting tomorrow. Okay, what we're doing is we are replacing this furnace with another 90% furnace. Okay, so the new furnace will sit on a base, furnace, coil, a canvas, and a piece of duct, and a transition. So I have a cut line right there. And on this supply, I have a cut line right here. So you'd just be removing the supply, leaving this 90 on top. You will be adding turning vanes right here, and I give you a patch to patch that bottom. I have a starting collar tapping in the bottom there. On the return, I have a cut line right here in front to back. Okay. At the side, then I give you a starting collar, and I plan for, with my cut line, I plan for this slip to go up inside this slip. And starting collar. So on the scope it says to replace the dampers, but we're going to leave these existing dampers because they are the Honeywell new dampers. We are going to replace the zone panel with a Harmony 3. Okay, on the return air we have a PCO Lennox filter box, and then duct just as it shows. We'll be mounting a steam humidifier on there as well. So on our return air drop, this is in the way of the new drop, but you can see how it's all crooked, and my cut line, you're gonna have to scoot it over anyway. But you can just unstrap this, and you can probably just rotate this and pull everything over enough. I've made a mark right here, which is our return air drop. But I think everything will pull over enough, and you can restrap it, you know, just by twisting the packs. Okay. Okay, so replace the zone panel, Harmony 3, leave existing dampers. Combustion air is okay. I don't know why they have another tube coming out inside of it. I have no idea what that is, but okay, so the vent we're going to tie onto the existing 3-inch PVC. Give you enough fittings to do that. On the gas, so this is a caulk. I don't know why it's taped up, but it's gas caulk. From the caulk, we're going to add a 3/4 by 12 inch, then a 3/4 half T, drip leg, flex, and 2-hour furnace, and a 90s 2-hour furnace. On the AC, gonna flush the lines. I'll go over that in a minute. Drain just to the floor. Stat, you're gonna reuse the Nest thermostats. Check scope, add relays as needed. So on the Nest thermostats, you're gonna wire the thermostats to control the humidity. You do have 5 wires, looks like, going to the stat. So you could use the common as the stat wire. It only needs 1. But then Jimmy wants to add relays, so the stat, so that the humidifier doesn't come on when the AC is on. And okay, anyway, add the steam humidifier. So right now they've got a existing humidifier and they've got hot water coming to it right here. So ours needs to pull off the cold water. So bring the PEX kit and I'll give you a 1/2-inch plug and just cut that and plug it with the PEX crimpers, and then just take our cold water off here. I talked to Jamie about running these steam humidifiers and tapping off on the hard water or soft water. He said it's fine just to tap off on the soft water on these, just as long as it's cold. Anyway, so give you a new valve, shark bite valve to put on here, and run your cold water to that. Drains to the floor. I'll just mount the humidifier right on the return there. Okay. The builder is going to provide the 240 volt power. There's plenty of room in this panel. If he, he's going to have to piggyback and everything, but he'll be in charge of that. Getting our power there. This is our AC breaker. It's a 40 amp Siemens. We're just going to leave that, but our max breaker for the unit is a 30 amp. So in the disconnect outside, we are going to change the breaker to a 30 amp QO breaker. Okay. So we're going to vent the kitchen hood in 8-inch. I'll show you that in a minute. We're also going to bring 8-inch air into the mechanical room, and the scope says we're going to bring it to a fan. So we're going to have to get a wire from the kitchen hood into the mechanical room to control the fan somehow. Talked with Jimmy about that. I'm not quite sure on what he's doing there, but our 8-inch our 8-inch fresh air duct it can't go there. This is our combustion. These are returns. So this is our only spot for it. And I looked up there. Well, I'll just show you up here because it is, I don't want you to hit this drain line. Okay, so if you look up here, down the middle there's a drain right down the middle of this. And so you're going to have to cut your sheetrock in. I'll show you in the room, in over there, and get up there and pre-drill your hole out. Make sure you got 8 inches, that your dryer vent will fit in 8 inches, and on either side, but holding my tape up there, it looks like you have just 8 inches, like right in the middle, so maybe you can oval it or something, but I don't know where else we're gonna get it there. So jump down. So in this room here, this is the dryer vent I ran. So you're going to have to take off this access because we're going to have to rerun the dryer vent. I'll go over that in a minute. But anyway, so you're going to have to cut the sheetrock out here to be able to get up there and find out exactly where that exhaust needs to come. While I'm in here, so I'll go over that in a minute. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that I gave you pipe, obviously, and I gave you 90, so I'm gonna have to install the fan somewhere, and then I'm guessing he probably wants to just tap it into the return air duct, probably up there somewhere. But okay, on the furnace, new switch and cover. Okay, so I ran this dryer vent. Let me show you over here. I ran this dryer vent, a 4-inch dryer vent. It comes up and then it comes through a joist and then goes that way to the end. Then it goes that way to a fan, and then exhaust goes through a joint and exhaust out the side. Problem is, that's so loud. Problem is, their dryer is a commercial dryer vent. It'll vent out in 8-inch. So we'll have to talk to the Magleby people. They're not here yet, but they're gonna have to box out. So there is a joist right on top of the wall here. So we have a whole open joist right here. So we're gonna have to 8-inch up and out. Up and out, and that'll be the same joist space as the dryer vent is in now. And they'll just have to box around here. We'll have to 90 into the back of the dryer there. But I'll talk with Jamie about this. But this is a 4-inch booster fan. We'll see if we need an 8-inch booster fan or what those dryers, if we even need one with a commercial dryer. But well, you can see we offset through the flue, and so you're gonna have to offset down and then under, and if we need a fan, we're gonna have to put an 8-inch fan down here somewhere and then hop back up and over. And then I showed you in the other room that patch. We'll have to undo this patch, and we actually have to cut through a joist right here to get through. So I have to cut in a 8-inch hole. I mean, unscrew the wood I put there because the plumbers had just knocked out the whole bottom of that hole to run their pipes. So I would get a piece of wood, you know, a big piece of wood, and cut your 8-inch through it and reinforce the sides or something. Anyway, okay. Again, we'll have to talk to Magleby about that. Or about the booster fan. I'm not sure what dryer they have. It's existing in another house. Okay. So, so the dryer vent is actually on a different page. So, we run dryer vent from 4-inch to 8-inch. So I give you plenty of fittings and stuff to do, whatever you need to do. The electrician was gonna make this into a 4x4 box so we can plug our thing into it. And you can probably use the other side of the plug for our fan. Depends on how it wires for our air intake fan. Not sure how that wires. Okay. So, what else? Okay, let's go look at the kitchen hood and the AC. Okay, here's our kitchen hood. So we need to vent this in 8-inch pipe. I'll show you where the attic access is. Gosh, that sounds so loud. Okay, attic access is in the garage here. Doo-doo-doo. And our 8-inch exhaust is going to go up through the roof. So, it's going to be back over here. And I gave you 4 8-inch aluminum 90s. But I would probably come over, offset over, and up so you're not right on the edge of the roof. This is a shake shingle roof. The roofer will be in charge of roofing that, but you will need a J-vent, 8-inch J-vent up there. Okay, go look at the AC. Okay, so, well, first, this is our dryer vent, the dryer vent I ran. Okay, so this will just pull off. But you're gonna have to run an 8-inch pipe in here. So these rocks, you know, right now that's basically almost a 6-inch. So you're gonna have to break out enough to get an 8-inch in there. And the rocker will rock this. So do what you can to get it big enough and just save the rocks that you pull out. Like I saved this one here, and so the rock, he can patch what he needs. Anyway, long story short, you're gonna have to make this hole bigger. And I would go take the patch off the other side before you deal with it. Just bring this 4-inch dryer vent back to the shop and we'll use it, but I'm guessing, let's see, I'm guessing that air intake will probably come off. I didn't see this hose in there, so I'm guessing it'll probably come out in this area. That pipe is probably going right up the center, but you're gonna have to just break out the rock, and it does take a long time. I know. I broke out that one. They are thick and it's a process, but what I would do is I would cut the sheetrock and then drill a pilot hole out this way and find out exactly your center. Then you'll know what rocks to break out. But just keep the rocks here so the rocker can repatch it. There's our combustion air right there. So I thought about, you know, maybe coming in return air joist with it, you know, coming over here closer. But if we have a fan in you know, on it, we can't be inside the return air with the fan. If for some reason this doesn't work, if you don't have 8 inches, then maybe we can talk to them about running the return or the air intake through the return air panning and just put the fan in with an access door in that storage room. But they'd have to get power there somehow, but anyway, that's just an option. Probably need to look up in the return air panning, you know, when you rip that furnace out, to even see if that's an option, because without cutting the sheetrock out, I don't know what's up there or where that return air even ends. Okay. Oh yeah, the AC. Sorry, the video is kind of long. Okay, so here's the AC. We're gonna put our new one on a new 30 by 30 pad, 36 by 36 pad. We're gonna reuse the existing disconnect, but we will change the breaker in the disconnect to a 30 amp QO. This is 7/8 by 3/8 line set. Make sure you have enough insulation to replace all this insulation. About 6 to 8 feet, probably 6-ish feet. But yeah, just replace all that, and so, and if you see the Maggleby people here, maybe you can talk to them about this sprinkler. You know, they need to pull it out, because right now it's just going to blow right into the electrical compartment probably, or you know, just right on the AC. So probably need to pull that sprinkler out or cap it or something. Okay, anyway, that's about it.